Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to run through the outsourcing process and we're going to show you exactly how you go about signing up for an account. So over the last couple of years I've used a variety of outsourcing services including Elance and Rent-A-Coder, which is now I believe called vWorker, and the one that I've actually had the most success with out of all of them is Odesk. And this is a fairly common thing when you actually start talking to people that outsource on a regular basis, is they actually do say that Odesk is one of the best resources to use. I have also played around with a few other independent outsourcing modules and outsourcing methods, but again, yeah, Odesk I found to be the best out of all of them. So, and there's a couple of reasons why. Odesk gives you the ability to track what your employees are doing, and if you employ somebody on an hour-by-hour basis, it takes 5-minute snapshots of I think it's 5 minutes. We'll have a check. It takes snapshots of the actual work that they're performing, so you can have a look to see exactly what they're doing. You can call up each screenshot and you can see what they're doing. It also gives you the ability to structure and set up teams in a particular way, which if you're looking at reporting back to an accountant or you have it running through an accounting package, then it makes it a lot better in that particular way. They also have it's pretty much 24/7 support online for you to have a chat. So if you are actually running into any issues of anything, any like little troubleshooting or technical components you need to fix, then you can have a talk to them and they'll actually run through and you can ask them questions. They can access your account, they can have a look at it, and they can troubleshoot through the whole process with you. And it also has a couple of fairly flexible payment models as well, where you can have a look at setting up for credit card transactions, so you can pay via credit card. You can add your bank account details, so you can have them take the money directly out of your bank, which is a similar structure to PayPal. And speaking of PayPal, Odesk also gives you the opportunity to pay via PayPal. So they're fairly flexible in the way that they actually work. When it comes to payments, they generally take 10%. So if you were paying someone, let's say $2 an hour, then Odesk charges you $2.22 an hour. And when you consider all of the different features and what you're actually getting for your money, it's by far one of the best resources you can actually find. So I've gone into Google and I've typed in Odesk, and if you just click on that Odesk link, or you can go to www.odesk.com, and then you basically want to create an account, which is up here in the top right hand side. Now you have a couple of options here. You can either create an account and as an employer, as a freelance contractor, or an agency. So the employer is the section I'm going to run through with you today, but it also gives you the opportunity, if you wanted to register to start earning dollars and to start applying for jobs. And if you were to set up an agency gives you the ability to have a team working under you. So you can set up an agency and then you can start finding resources to employ within your team. So if we go to employer, and you complete your information. So I'll just complete that now. Okay, so I've filled in all of my information, and then once you're finished, you click on Save and Continue. So this takes us through to the section here where you can complete your sign up, or you can start entering in more additional information about your business or about what you're actually looking at structuring. So we go through to describe your company, and then we put in you fill out all the information. I'll go through and do that now. So I've basically completed all of my information here, and you fill out as much as you can. Make sure you're nice and as transparent as possible. Makes it easier for the entire process. Once you're finished, you click on Save and Continue. So we've described our company, and now in order to continue along to the next step, which is being able to post jobs, we need to verify our email address. And if you go into your inbox, you'll see that you have an email sitting there waiting for you from Odesk to click and confirm your account. There we go. So once you've completed that gives you the ability then to click on the complete sign up. And it's asking whether or not you want to post a job straight away. Just say, yes, I'll post one later if I need to. And that's it. You're set up. So the next step that you need to go throughout the process is setting up a way of paying. And over on the right hand side here, it basically asks you to set up a payment method straight away. And the process that you go through when you're setting up a payment method is you enter in all the details in here. So it'll be going through and entering the same details as you entered in beforehand, and putting in a credit card And what actually happens is when you add your credit card, they go through a verification process, and that verification process involves them going and depositing a amount of money into your account. They deposit 2 amounts of money, and then you, to complete it, you have to go through and you have to enter those 2 amounts of money in from that have been deposited into your account into Odesk, and that essentially verifies your credit card. And it's really a very secure process. Some people can say it's a pain in the backside, but I actually see it as being an exceptionally secure process in the respect that you know they're making sure that you are who you are, and that's a great thing. And what I've actually done previously, and it's been quite a while since I've had to add another credit card or add any other payment methods, but what I normally do is I go through and I verify, and then I call my bank up about half an hour later because they can see the transaction straight away. And then after that, after they see the transaction straight away, I go and I enter the information in, and boom, my credit card is approved. So it's approved pretty much same day. So I've looked at adding a credit card, and then we'll check out the other payment methods that are up here as well, and you can click on that in the top left hand side under your wallet, and you have the option to pay via credit card or debit, PayPal or check. Now I mentioned beforehand about a bank account, connecting a bank account to it, and that actually happens, and I realise as we're going through this now, that actually happens after you achieve a certain level. After you achieve a certain level or a certain number of transactions and a certain payment history, then they make the offer to you to connect your bank account directly to it. So with the PayPal setup, and I'll just click on PayPal setup, what we'll see here is that you actually need to add a credit card of some description. You need to verify your identity. It's a global business, so it's important for them to do that. Once you do that, then you can actually start paying via PayPal. And the thing with PayPal is that they actually charge you, they pre-charge you, or what you'd call preload funds onto the card. So that's essentially it. There is a little bit of a few steps involved in setting up the process, but it's one of the best processes I've ever found that you can use to outsource and to find work online. In our next video, we're going to jump straight in, and we're going to look at posting a job and how we go about doing that.